Hi everybody, this is John, owner of the Simplest Biz. This video is about 10 reasons why the Simplest Biz model is better than your model. Better than your business model or better than your 9-to-5 job. And we're going to go over that. First of all, let me get this out of the way. The simplestbiz4u.com for additional information for people just seeing this. The Simplest Biz 4, F-O-R, the letter U.com if you want more information. Tons of information we'll get to you about this business model. So let's get into it. Let's say you are a landscaper, okay? And you have a landscaping business. And let's compare that as an example in this particular video of why this model is better than your model. Well, first of all, I can make more money on a Monday than most landscapers can make all week. Why is that? Well, the fact of the matter is, a landscaper can only do so many jobs. Yes, he has employees and can expand his business, but he has tons of equipment costs. He has tons of maintenance costs. There's only so many jobs he can do in a day without hiring more help. Okay, well, the Simplest Biz in comparison, I can move a ton of pallets. That's what I do in this business. Empty pallets and crates and drums and dunnage. I can move a ton of that in a couple hours in the morning. So yesterday morning I did 240 pallets. Got $6 a piece for them. Got them for free and pulled in, well over around $1,300 yesterday morning, 1,400. Anyway, that's in short order. How many yards would a landscaper have to do to get to that point? Okay, let's say you're an internet marketer. Okay, as an example in the next one. Yeah, you could do it solo. I also do this solo in this business, so there's a comparison in that aspect. This is a simple, straightforward business once you know how to set the business model up. And the training that I supply in the Simplest Biz will get you there. Okay, it'll teach you step by step. But if you're an internet marketer, you know how many rabbit holes you have to go down to get to where you need to be, how much education you have to partake in to get where you want to be, how much money that's involved, and all the tools that you have to master to get where you want to be. Well, the Simplest Biz, on the other hand, is a straightforward model. We're taking free product. I get 95% of it for free from point A to point B. And I'm not traveling all over the place. I'm usually going 3 blocks from point A to point B. Is it on the web? No, it has nothing to do with the internet. It's just out in the field, a business that is the same everywhere. I mean, can be duplicated just about anywhere, unless you live out in the middle of a cornfield or up in the middle of the mountains and there's no business or city or town around you. But this model takes all that away. The learning curve is fast. The execution's fast. The recurring revenue is fast, whereas an internet model, it takes months and months and months to master the tools that you need to know to make it happen. And let me give you a little suggestion just while I'm on this point. If you have an internet-based business, you might want to look at this so you can generate an easy amount of income on a fast basis, on a daily basis, to give you the time freedom that you'll need to be able to execute that business. So take that into consideration. So that leads into the next point, time freedom. Could I work this all day long? Absolutely. Do I have other interests that I want to do instead? Yes, I do. And probably you do too. You probably have something on the back burner. We don't trade time for money. So this is item 3, time freedom. So important. Gives you the time freedom that you need to actually do the things you really want to do that you have in your life that you never have time for. Whether that be your honey-do list or your hobbies or your, if you're into music or art or maybe another business opportunity, you have to squeeze those in after your 9-to-5 or after your business is executed. And the reason it gives you time freedom because we are trading units in a short time frame, units of pallets or crates or drums or dunnage, They're loading it on our truck. We're driving down 3 blocks down the road. They're unloading our truck, and the 100, and let's just say an example, 100 pallets at $6 a piece. That's $600 in 35 minutes. Okay, so, and there's also passive income as well that would compare to like an online business or something. So that aspect of this business, again, just knocks out all the issues that you have with an internet-based business, okay? Or even a landscape business, or even a small business, or a Subway, or whatever you're doing, you know, or your 9 to 5. Your 9 to 5's got you chained. I haven't worked a 9 to 5 in 21 years. I don't think I would even know how to at this point. This business model gave me the freedom to do other things that I love to do. And some things that generate additional income as well, because I have the 6, 7, 8 hours a day free to pursue other things, because I have a steady flow of income from the Simplest Biz. And I'm wanting to show other people how to do the same thing. So maybe that's your situation. Even if you have a full-time job, you can squeeze this in and work your way up and take little small pockets of time, execute these orders once you learn the system through the Simplest Biz training course, and transition from your 9 to 5 to something like this. I get to set my own hours, so if you're locked in a 9 to 5, you know, they got you by the short hairs, so to speak. They're telling you when to work. I dictate when I work. I don't sit by the phone waiting for the phone to ring. I can dictate when I work. I can set up my life and execute these runs or my route in short order and pick the phone up and say, I'm coming with a load on Tuesday morning at 8. Well, guess what? The reason I can do that is because it's the type of product that allows me to do that. They have to have it. They have to have a buffer of it. They can't run out of it, because if they do, everything goes to crap. You know, they cannot operate. They cannot move any product without the products that I'm supplying them. Pallets, empty pallets, crates, dunnage, 12-foot pallets, 48 by 48 pallets, 55-gallon drums, industrial bags, corrugated boxes, Gaylord boxes. I mean, there's so many other things you layer on top of this as far as revenue streams. Okay, let's compare another aspect of it. It's recurring revenue. Now, you know, I know some people that that do SEO. Well, guess what? Once you rank the people in search engine optimization, what do? A lot of times they're going to kick you to the curb, and you're out there hustling and shaking the bushes to get the next deal. With this, you have a built-in recurring revenue streams, because the pallets and crates and drums that we sell these individuals that we're getting for free, you know, they run out of them and they need more the next week. And they run out that week, next week, and they need more the next week. Plus, we can layer on top of it all the other revenue streams and have just one account ordering 3 different items. That's 3 different revenue streams. Let's just do the math real quick. You know, I know this is off the beaten path, but 100 pallets a week, $5 a piece that you got for free, and you deliver 50 times a year, that's $25,000 profit. And guess how long that takes you to do? You know, for me, I get in my truck, I drive literally 300 yards to my first pickup. They load me up, I drive 2 blocks to my buyer, sometimes shorter than that. And that's a 35-minute process. You know, I'm not lifting it, I'm not repairing this stuff. The forklift drivers are loading on my truck, whatever the items are, and I'm taking it down. We're translating units for dollars. Short order, in a short time span, in a short radius, in a small radius of point A to point B. Now, when there's passive income in this, so we can compare even, you know, oh, well, I want to work online. It's a passive income model. Okay, well, to get to that passive income model online, if you have an online business, there's a lot of roads you're going to have to go down, a lot of dead ends, a lot of knowledge to gain. Well, there's a brokering system actually that is taught in the Simplest Biz training course as well that shows you how to set up passive income where you don't even leave the house, but you're making income coming in by setting the deal up. And I'm training you how to do that. Okay, so there is a passive income aspect where you can layer that, do it exclusively, or layer it on top of your actually point A to point B deliveries. Okay. The hardest thing I do basically in these deliveries is driving a truck from point A to point B. and conversing with a forklift driver. Now, you need to know all the other aspects of setting the deals up, of course, and that's what the training's for, to know how to help these businesses, whether it be a supplier or buyer. But that's the aspect of this business that you'll learn in the training. I don't have to work for the man. Hadn't worked for the man in 21 years. I don't clock in. I work when I want to work. I take a vacation when I want to take a vacation. In fact, going on a vacation actually generates income, and I'll explain to that later. It's kind of cryptic, but by going on vacations, I actually get some big checks before I leave. Okay, I get out of the house and I'm away from the computer. I'm not sitting behind a desk all day long, cooling my blood in my midsection because I'm being sedentary. I get to actually move around a little bit. Even I am driving a lot, just moving from point A to point B, but I'm not stationary, and that's not good for us. So I've always liked that aspect of the business. Another benefit, I get to dodge my wife's honey-do list that she's an expert at coming up with. So I'm out of the house a little bit, during the day. I get to delay the honey-do list, but I do have actually I look at it as an opportunity, because when I actually do the honey-do list, guess when I'm doing it? 10 o'clock in the morning. Not trying to squeeze it in at 5 in the afternoon between commute from work to home and squeezing all those little things that we got to get done for the family in that short period of time and battle traffic and all that. I don't have a warehouse. I don't have inventory. I don't have to keep inventory. I don't have a lease like a normal business has. Let's say you're an owner of a Subway. Well, you have to have inventory. You have to have workman comp. You have to have employees. You have to have equipment. You have to have equipment maintenance. You have to have the initial investment. None of that applies for this business. Our suppliers are our inventory, where our inventory resides. And we're picking up from that supplier going straight to our buyer. There's no middleman. There's no, warehouse full of this inventory. And in some cases, guess what? You have to pay for inventory for all your meats and breads and all that at a Subway when you, as a business owner. Well, in some cases, I am paid to take this stuff away, and then I sell. What other business model out there does that? Let me think. There's I'll go over a couple things, make sure I got a little list over here on my other screen. Here's one, and I love it. I mean, this is why I've stuck with this business model for 21 years. We deal with salt of the earth individuals. I mean, we're not dealing with suits and lawyers and doctors and not even owners. We're dealing with warehouse managers. And I got to say, it's a lot more relaxing type atmosphere to approach somebody, and especially once you know what you're saying and what to say and how to help these businesses in that type of scenario, than it is, negotiating some contract with another business owner or a lawyer or a doctor or some white collar type situation. These are the type of people we deal with, are all American and make the economy move. And they're hard workers as well. And they have a sense of humor, and it's fun. Coming across this product itself, the volume that's out there, once you know where to go and what to say and how to get it and how to set the deal up, it's fun. It's like a scavenger hunt with having the map with a big X on it, because that guides you to all those different types of scenarios. So I could go on and on, but the reasons for doing this business, if I want to put it into a nutshell, I don't have any employees. I don't have a warehouse. I don't have inventory. I work solo. I make more money on Mondays than most people make all week. And this is a simple business once you get it set up. Simple, straightforward. It's the same everywhere. My competition stinks. Okay, there are pallet yards out there. They're not my competition. A lot of people have a misconception. Oh, John, there's pallet yards all over the place in my city. Guys, those people and girls are going after businesses that we could do brokering deals for. Larger businesses. They don't want the types of businesses, the mid-sized businesses, the regional businesses we're going after. They don't put those business owners in a good spot. We can help them, and there's tons of them, and there's plenty of money to be made in that particular area. So I just wanted to make sure you guys understood that and understand these reasons why this business model is different from all the other stuff out there. There's internet-based businesses we're bombarded with on Facebook and YouTube and all that type of stuff. Money's going to shoot out of your computer screen. Well, they don't tell you about the 150 other steps that have to take place to even make that happen, and the time involved, and the mastering of the tools that come with it, and the rabbit holes you have to jump through to make that happen, and the rabbit holes that distract you. Can it be done? Absolutely. I tell you what, you better have a business like this to give you the time to be able to do it if you're going down that road. I do some internet stuff, but guess what? I didn't have to stress about it learning it because I had free time and I had money coming in. I didn't have to go, oh my God, if this internet thing doesn't work, everything's going to blow up. Oh my gosh, if this subway doesn't work. Oh my goodness, if this landscaping, if my equipment breaks down, it's all going to go to heck. This is streamlined. So I know I've gone long on this, but I did want you folks to understand this is different. The simplestbizforyou.com. Set up an appointment, or actually go there, get some emails, get some questions together, pick up the phone, set an appointment, and we'll have a chat with you. Discuss it, answer your questions, tell you what you can do to move forward. You don't have to do it on a phone call. It's just a matter of, I want people to understand this model. I want people who get it, can see it. And believe me, since I've exposed you to this, you're going to start seeing this blind spot that nobody else sees for a long time to come. And it's going to eat at you, and you're going to end up booking the appointment. So go ahead and do it. Do your research. Do your due diligence. And that's the kind of students I want. TheSimplestBizForYou.com. Okay.